Having kids with special needs is a roller coaster. The advice that I give to parents when they find out they have a special needs child is you got to accept this. And you need to accept that your life is going to be a little different.
Rick and I met in the Bay Area. We talked about having a family from the very beginning. We always knew that we wanted several kids.
So Jefferson, our firstborn, born 3 days after 9/11, he could talk early, he walked early, he did everything early.
Tyler was born 25 months later, and he was born 4 weeks early.
So we noticed that Tyler did not develop like his older brother. Everything was slower.
You know, everyone said he's fine, even my mom, and I'm like, something's not right.
Going into public, he melted down a lot. Everywhere we went, we'd worry that he was gonna break something. When Tyler was in preschool, he bit the teacher on the inner thigh. I remember thinking, I've got that kid who parents are afraid for their child's safety because my kid is in their class. The thought of having a kid in special education was so foreign. My pride got in the way of us helping our child and help him to become the person that he should become. Things got ugly, and that translated to our home life, and that translated to our marriage, and things just got ugly all around. The very first IEP meeting we went into, I was nervous, I was scared, I didn't know what to expect. I'll never forget they said, autism and other health impaired. And I remember thinking, aren't we just gonna put him in an autism spectrum disorder class and he's gonna be out of there in 6 months or a year? Like, aren't you guys gonna fix him? And it was kind of like this reality, like, no, you really need to be prepared for a long road ahead. The worst is to come, and you need to be ready for it. Robin received a call from school almost every single day. Come pick up your kid, we can't handle him. They finally came to us and said, okay, we're gonna offer NPS, non-public school. We'll pay for you to take him elsewhere because we can't handle him here. We just wanted him in a good place. I mean, that's the problem of being the parent of a special needs kid, is because every chapter is new, everything is unknown, and there's so much fear of the unknown. It's difficult to get through, really. Our marriage was suffering.
We weren't going on dates, we weren't, doing anything fun. As a team, we need to figure out how to be the parents to Tyler and to the other boys.
And Robin and I took off and went to Mexico. And we had a few days together where we decided that we liked each other. And then a couple days after that, we figured out that we loved each other. And we needed a game plan. Someone's thrown a wrench into our plans. But what are we gonna do to turn it around? What can we do to be happy and have a successful home and a successful family? In our quest to do everything possible to help our kid get better, we got involved in all kinds of stuff. So there was a karate dojo where they had special needs kids. Even among a class with autistic kids and kids who had Down syndrome and all manner of problems, he was the worst kid. And one Saturday, Robin said, all right, everybody get in the car. We're going to Tyler's karate tournament. And I remember thinking, are you kidding me? This is just a recipe for disaster. We went. Tyler goes out there and he does some kicks and blocks some hits from the instructor, and then Tyler's done and he sits down. They had the awards ceremony right after. 2 kids got called up for the 3rd place trophy and the 2nd place trophy. And Tyler was so upset that he didn't get a trophy that he bolted, he's gone. And I ran and grabbed him. The teacher says, hey Tyler, do you want your trophy? And he's holding this giant trophy that's the size of him. And Tyler runs back and grabs this trophy, and it was just like his face is just beaming. Words can't express what that did for him and what it did for us as parents. Like, for the first time I felt like maybe we're doing something right. Maybe this kid can be happy, and maybe we can be happy as a family.
After Tyler was Jeremiah, and then about 4 years later, we're like, things are settling down. We decided to have another one, and we got a girl.
She looks exactly like we ordered her, blonde, curly hair. She's just priceless. So she's growing up, and Robin says, hey Rick, Summer needs a playmate. And so we decided to have another child, and we got Eli. And Eli has Down syndrome and autism.
I think we know joy differently because we have children with special needs, because it's just a much more truer joy, maybe, much more wholesome. You see his smile on his face and he says, I did it. Tyler has exceeded our expectations. He still has an 8 in school, but he is a straight A student.
And I'll never forget, we were in our bedroom, and Robin turned to me and she said, now that we're at this point where we're good, what are we gonna do to help others? And it was like, boom, and I said, I'm gonna write the book. Most of the reason I wrote Keep It Together, Man, for Dads with a Special Kid was for me, because every lesson that we learned is here today but gone tomorrow. I need to have it in print, and I need to have it beside me, and I needed a ready reminder. It's on my bedside table now, and I still refer to it. What do I do in this situation or that situation? Like, it's my guide. It's Dad's guide. There's a saying that by small and simple things are great things brought to pass. And that's what we did. We started changing little things. Nothing big, nothing major, but all these little changes. And as a result, life became bliss. It's like the greatest day ever.
Life is so different. There's a bigger picture, and that's what it's really about.